Huh. All right, I got it. I figured it out.
Okay. What is it?
All right, so loop delay. All we have to do we can do this with one line of code.
Okay.
All we got to do, we use the ping pong thing for the type.
Okay.
Here, actually, it's like this. Okay. So I'm gonna send it to you. All right. This is basically TO is tween options. Okay.
Okay.
So make tween options be type ping pong loop delay 2. Loop
So
delay
the
is the
ones that
delay.
are
You can add a getter and setter. You can like that delay thing.
mhm.
And actually, the delay, like that getter and setter, like default value for it, it's just going to get the loop delay property from the tween of its from itself. So when you set delay, you're technically you're setting its tween's loop delay. That way, when you're tracking this stuff and you have that in there, you can change that to be whatever you want. It'll change on the fly when you're playing the game.
Hmm. It's pretty cool, man. It's really okay. Wait, I think I'm doing something wrong in the start animation. So should I just call the I don't know if you can see it, like the one in line 49, right?
Let's see.
The one with the tween options, pretty much.
Get rid of the first one.
Right.
Just keep
And
the second one.
yeah.
Start animation, and then yeah, that should be it. Let's try it. Actually, you know what? Put make tween options like declare the tween options before you call start animation. So like swap line 29 and
Oh,
31.
right, right. Mm-hmm.
Oh, and actually, you know what? I want you to do one more thing before you. Well, um, it's okay. Here, just do this. Where you put in the tracker stuff, the tracker.add profile.
Yeah,
All right, I want you to put this in there.
this is
I want
working.
you to put in. Is it working?
Yeah, it is. Cool, man.
Sweet. All
It's
right,
working
so
perfectly. Yeah.
all right, I want you to do this too. I want to show you. I want to show you one other thing. Inside of the FLX no debug stuff, I
Mm-hmm.
want you to type flxg.console.register object,
Okay.
and then put um, enemy worm as the object alias,
That's
and then for any object, make it this.
okay.
Yeah. All right. Now compile it, and I'm going to show you the coolest thing on earth.
Right.
All right. So yeah. So start the game and get to a point where that thing is created.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Now at the bottom there where it says console,
Yeah.
go in there, hit the pause button first before you die. Or
Yeah.
can you die?
Yeah, you can, but well, actually, I'm almost dead. So yeah. Go ahead.
So in the console there, I want you to just start typing in enemy. If you click it, it should get rid of all that text there.
I can't type. Oh, maybe I have to do whatever it says here that I have to run. Require. It says Haxlib install a script.
Oh, yeah, you don't have that. Okay, yeah. Install that and then recompile.
Yeah. This is a fresh install that I did on my desktop, so it doesn't have anything. I think.
Oh,
And
that's all right.
first time you showed me a couple of things, like a trace or something like that. You showed me a couple of things and
Oh, track.
profiler, I think. Right?
Yeah, the tracker profile.
Yeah. I have it on my laptop, but not on my desktop.
Well, just wait until you see this, 'cause it's to make your life so much easier. And try and pause the game as the enemy worm is on the screen, so you
Okay.
can kind of see.
Okay, there it is.
And then pause it as soon as
Yeah.
you can.
Yeah. I'm there. Tell me.
Okay. So click in that console and just start typing. And you should have autocomplete now, just like Chrome DevTools.
Okay, what did you cut off? So you said just start typing what?
Start typing enemy worm.
Oh yeah, it shows up here.
Okay. Now make sure that your cursor is all the way period.
It's all the way where? Sorry.
There's something weird with the C++ builds is that if you do autocomplete, the cursor doesn't move all the way to the end of the text field.
Okay, mine is on the end.
Okay, now hit period,
Right.
and you'll see all the things for enemy worm.
Huh.
And you can change that stuff right now at runtime. You can change the alpha of that thing. You could do enemy worm dot tween something. You should be able to find that, right?
Yeah, I'm just trying to do the alpha and see. Do I have to press play to see the change? Oh yeah. Oh wow.
Cool, right?
Oh shit, man. This is gonna change my life.
Yeah, it is, really, I'm telling you. So, let's see what else. But anyways, yeah, so you can do this, for example. You could do enemy worm dot, do you have, like, does it show somewhere in there, like, tween options?
Yeah, I'm trying to see. I'm like scrolling down to see all this stuff.
Just start
Tween
typing
options,
in, like,
yeah.
all right, now check this out. So or actually, does it, look for animation tween, does it have that?
Yeah.
Okay, do enemy worm dot animation tween dot loop delay
Yeah.
equals 0.1 for, let's say.
Okay. Play. Let's see. Huh. Wow.
Right?
Yeah.
See how it changes it like on the fly there? You can change it to be like,
Yeah, this is amazing.
5 seconds or something if you wanted to. All right, it's cool. So you got it to work.
Yeah, man, this is amazing because I'll be able to just make a test, like a sandbox state, and design my enemies directly through the command line, I guess, or just tweak the values and stuff. Without having to
exactly.
every time. Wow.
It's such a lifesaver, honestly.
Wow. Thank you for showing me this. It's really.
Yeah.
So basically, what I have to do is register the object, then enter the name of the class as a string, and then.
It's pretty crazy how it works. Everything that you have set up, whether it's public or private, it has access to. Okay. So, it already includes a bunch of starter ones. Mm-hmm. Like if you typed help in there, you'd be able to see all the different commands, list functions or list objects, and it'll give you a list of all these things. Like it has FLX tween in there, it has all this stuff, so you can see that during runtime. But if you were to have class variables, one of the default objects that it has in there is state, and state is the current state that's running, and every state has those objects. So that enemy worm thing is an object within that state. If you were to create some type of, you actually did. You created a thing for it that was enemy worm, but if there was like a class, like let's say player is pretty generic. If player was a class variable inside of your state, you could do state dot player dot speed dot anything that you want, and you can chain down to anything that you want. I mean, even with things that are not, like every state has a members property, which is an array of all objects that are in there.
Right.
So you could do state dot members and then left bracket, to right bracket dot whatever, and you'll be able to change anything you want. It's you're able to code this stuff or test out certain things while it's running.
And then let's say if I change a value and I'm like, oh, that's the right value, I just have to memorize it and then change it in my actual code, or is there any way where I could output the data that I'm changing?
You could. I my whole thing. I have this. Let me see if I can find it. It's pretty big, but it works. Let's see. Got level data utility. Yeah, I think this is it. So create object. Let's see, public static function. Get all variables. Create JSON string. Create JSON object. Okay, yeah, all right. Let me see if I can paste this sucker. Or should I go paste bin?
Yeah, or Hastebin or something.
What?
Hastebin?
Is that where I should go? I never use that.
I don't know, that's the one I use, but Hastebin is the same, I think.
Okay, so okay, so I just did that, and now I can send it to you. Tell me if you got it.
Yeah.
There might be some things that you need to. Let's see, why is Vec2 in there? Vec2.
Oh, this is the thing you were telling me about before?
Yeah, this will save out your entire state.
Wow.
But what you'll have to do, like right now, this probably will error.
Yeah.
So what I would do is I would get rid of line 13, and then on line 56, where it says if std that is scene object FLX point, or if it's a vec2, like just get rid of all of the optional things if it's a vec2. So if you do if std is FLX point, or scene object equals FLX point,
Right.
or if it's a bool. So if it's an FLX point or if it's a bool.
Okay.
And then it should be fine.
Should work.
But basically what this the way that you do this is it says you create a JSON object, so it like serializes whatever object you throw at it, and it's all recursive. So if I say create JSON object for flxg.state, it's going to create an FLX. It's going to create a JSON object that I can stringify of the state and everything inside of it. If, for example, I have a player, if there's a player in the state and I say create JSON object state.player, then it'll create an object of only that player and all the properties of that player. So you don't have to necessarily save out your whole state, but you can save like whatever you want. I mean, it just whatever you tell it to do, it's just a recursive function that just keeps going down, drills down all the properties and stuff.
So you're
inside
going
of an
through
object.
every member of the state and then all the properties of each member is basically what it's doing, and then it's spitting it out as a JSON.
Right, and some members can be groups, and groups also have members. So if an object has right, and it'll just keep going down, JSON object, and then after you have this JSON object, then you basically just stringify it. Like if you look at line 140, or I guess line 139, or yeah, 139 for you now. But there's create JSON string, and so basically that just calls create JSON object, and then it just stringifies it and returns it.
Well, this is pretty cool as well. Yeah, it's very useful, man.
Yeah, it might be a little buggy. I honestly, but yeah. I mean, I spent like 2 days on this thing like nonstop. Trying to get it to work, but I was happy when it worked.
Yeah. Why didn't you release it so other people could use it?
Because it's I don't know. It just doesn't.
Too specific.
Well, it's I don't know. It's. I mean, I tried commenting it as much as I could, but I feel that it's not like a professional. You know, like it's not polished to the point where I can submit it as like a Haxeflixel extension.
Right.
You know, it's like you have to go by all these standards, and you know, I'd be more than happy to like go ahead and use this thing if it helps, you know.
Yeah.
But it's not like a like to me, it's like I feel like I didn't really test it out in too many environments to really say and be confident like, oh, this will help anybody out,
Right, because
you
it's not
know?
generalized enough. You think?
Yeah. But if, if you were to try it out, I would be more than happy to like put this out to the public and say if anybody makes this better, that'd be awesome. But
Yeah.
this is like my idea to get an in-game editing system using this whole debugger thing with all this stuff it can do.
Yeah.
And then, because it's like there's I don't know if you've seen if have you seen the video on how Rayman Legends was made?
Yeah.
It's fucking amazing.
Yeah. Yeah. I
But
know.
and I know Haxeflixel is not anymore, but the whole fact where you can edit inside of it as you're playing it
Yeah.
was
So
just so
interesting.
profound that I was like, oh, I got to do something like that. Totally.
Yeah. Yeah. I get it, man. Yeah, it's crazy. This is pretty useful, man. Thank you very much for your help.
Yeah,
Honestly,
no
I
problem,
learned
man.
so much, man. It's crazy. Like all these things that I didn't know that I feel like, they're not gonna make the game, but they're gonna make my life easier while making the game. And these are things that I don't know why I wouldn't have known them. Like in Construct, I knew like how to do these things, but I guess since this is code and it's like more intimidating or whatever, I just didn't want to like go down that rabbit hole, I guess. But in the end, some of the stuff is pretty simple, I guess. Like the console registered object is like one line, and yeah, the tween was like the hardest part because like you had to figure
Well,
it
even
out.
I didn't. Yeah, I had to make a test case, but
Yeah.
see, like in my case here, like I made it quick when it was in a different project. But if you have a test state, you can put that stuff in and figure it out
Yeah. Yeah.
fairly
Exactly.
quickly. And then you
Exactly.
can use that to like pass over to something else. But
Yeah.
yeah, we'll have to do this again sometime, man.
Yeah. Cool, man. Thank
Um,
you very much for your help, eh?
yeah, no problem.
Appreciate
I'm
it.
gonna have to pass out. It's almost 3 a.m. here.
Yeah, me too, man. All right. See ya.
All right, see you, man.
See ya. All right. Cool. So that was Snyderman. He also streams. I don't know if there's anyone left on the stream. I feel like it says there's 5 people total. But I'm just gonna paste his stream. Let me find it. Snyderman Twitch. Is that him? No, that's not him. I don't think. Okay, I don't know what his channel is. Anyway, I'm gonna go as well. I'm pretty much dead by now. So I'll see you guys tomorrow most likely. Bye.